Hey, it's that time again. It's the album ranking time. Now, this is a band that was only around for, 2 years, approximately. Had some very memorable shows, 3 albums, and innumerable compilations and live recordings. Phenomenal output for 2 years. The band started in '66, put their first album out in August of '67, ended their career in '68 with their final album. Who would that band be? That band would be the Jimi Hendrix Experience. I recently just listened to these 3 albums by the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Of course, Jimi Hendrix on guitar, Mitch Mitchell on drums, and Noel Redding on bass. I do believe that all of them are now deceased. So there's not much. It's a very brief video. But what amazed me is just the sonic textures, the engineering, the production on these albums, as well as the playing, were groundbreaking. So we'll just get in with it, my 3 favorites, because there's only 3, and in order in which I like them. Okay, so we'll start with number 3, Axis Bold as Love. Whoop. There you go. This was Jimmy's second album. He put this album out in December 1st of '67. Second album he released that year, mind you. He had also played the Monterey Pop Festival that year. I think that's from that. There's a picture of the band. Somewhat overlooked album. I'm looking at the number. It says it went platinum. I find that hard to believe. I would think it would be multi-platinum at this point, some 50-odd years later. But once again, great straight through. 13 songs. Bold as Love, which is the end track. If 6 was 9. Little Wing. EXP, which is the opening, which I think is a mock interview with Jimmy and I think Noel Redding. I'm not sure. Where they're talking about unidentified flying objects. It's pretty spaced out. It's pretty cool. Spanish Castle Magic. Castles Made of Sand. One Rain, Little Miss Lover, Go Right Through It, Through and Through. Classic album. 3 classic albums in the sight of basically a year and a half. One of them being a double album, which would be this album, Electric Ladyland. There's a picture on the back. Great album. Opening, and the Gods Made Love. Boy, is that some sonic weirdness. And then Have You Ever Been to Electric Ladyland? Crosstown Traffic, which I think was a single off the album. Voodoo Child. Wow, oh wow. Talk about some epic playing there. I'm not even sure. Eric Clapton played on this, as well as Steve Winwood on this album. Also started up his famous Electric Ladyland Studios on 8th Street in Brooklyn. Used to walk by it all the time to the 8th Street Playhouse to go see the Rocky Horror Picture Show or maybe The Kids Are Right or whatever rock movie was playing at the time. Because that's how we saw music videos back then. Anyway, what else is on here? Of course, Voodoo Child, Slight Return, All Along the Watchtower, Rainy Day, Dream Away, Little Miss Strange, which I think was written by Noel Redding. Or Mitch Mitchell, let me see. It's hard to find. All songs, yes, written by Noel Redding. Sung by Jimmy, though. No, I think it's sung by Noel Redding. Jimmy played on it. Anyway, that's my number 2 album. But this album could switch on any given day. Actually, all 3 could switch on any given day. And what is number 1, might you ask? Need you ask? That would be the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are You Experienced? Their first album. There's the back. This is a special edition because it does have 17 songs on it. I don't remember the original having that many songs on it. Jimmy was a session player. He was also in the Army for a while. I think the Airborne. And then he hurt his back in a paratrooping accident. Anyway, I digress. There's an odd, very young picture of the band. Notice the mod haircut on Noel Redding there. Pretty cool. Anyway, what's on here, might you ask? Probably it's just the greatest hits album. From start to finish. Purple Haze, Manic Depression, Hey Joe, Lover Confusion, May This Be Love, The Wind Cries Mary, Fire, Foxy Lady, Are You Experienced, Stone Free. And then it's got Red House, Can You See Me? 51st Anniversary, which I think was a B-side. I'm not sure, maybe to Purple Haze. But anyway, there you go. This album, according to this, was released on August 23rd, 1967. Actually released May 12th, 67. Because he was floundering around the New York scene, coffeehouse scene, before Chaz Chandler from the Animals picked him up, scooped him up, took him back to England, turned him into a superstar and an immortal presence in the rock world. It says it went 5 times platinum. Once again, I find that hard to believe too. I would think that this would be diamond status easily, so I don't know if these certification numbers are that accurate. Electric Ladyland says it was 2 times platinum. Once again, very hard to see. So my number 1 is, there you go, Are You Experienced? Electric Ladyland. And Axis, Bold as Love. On a side note, this is like one of the side things you can get. BBC sessions, the Jimi Hendrix Experience BBC sessions. On here they do cover versions of some very interesting things like Day Tripper. I'm Your Hoochie Coochie Man. Wait Until Tomorrow. What else is on here? Sunshine of Your Love. I know they also did a version of Sgt. Pepper. I think he did it on the day that Sgt. Pepper was released. Kind of blew Paul McCartney out of the water. Oh, there's some interesting pictures in this too. This is from the BBC session. I like that picture. That's a cool picture. Band in happy times, man. What an amazing output. Hey, well there you go, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. My experience with the Experience. I sat and listened to all 3 albums this weekend, and quite the treat it was to go back and revisit these fantastic albums. Truly immortal music. Take a listen if you haven't. I'm sure you've heard some of the songs, All Along the Watchtower, or Hey Joe, or Purple Haze. I don't know what rock you've been living under, or what generation you're from. But either way, go listen to it. Anyway, have a good day. Leave a like and a comment below. Tell me what you think of the video, or not. Because they'll take away the subs anyway. Peace, man.